Hello, I'm ABX Toycat and welcome back to another video. Today I have some Minecraft console news to share with you, and actually just some console news as a whole, because if you don't know, Microsoft recently dropped a really big announcement that their console would in fact be able to cross-play with other ones, which is really them just saying, oh yeah, you can play with PC players and, if Sony accept, PlayStation 4 players. So I'm going to be talking about all of that, the cool stuff that relates to it, and indeed just the Minecraft console effect on that whole thing in general. Hopefully you do all enjoy today's video. If you do, please do like it and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me do like the news and want to see more. Anyway, yeah, let's get straight into it, shall we, with the Minecraft console specific stuff, because there's a couple of things that came out of GDC. The first of which, if you didn't see it, is actually from Roger Carpenter. So he's been the lead producer for Minecraft Xbox for as long as it has actually been around, or for Microsoft Studios and whatnot. But basically, yeah, he actually posted the first image he has of the game from 7th of September 2011. So basically, the game actually came out in May of 2012. So this is a image from almost a full year before then. And again, we've seen some beta images from like March or like, you know, the early 2012. But this is the earliest image of Minecraft Xbox 60 that is out. And unfortunately, there's nothing too exciting about it. I looked through and I was like, maybe we can find a cool Easter egg or a removed feature. But no, of course, it's not that. It's just a kind of normal screenshot with some really weird textures on the wood and the cobblestone. But that's just something I thought was kind of cool and figured you might find cool too, because of the fact that, of course, you know, you looked at it and it's a 5-year-old almost version of Minecraft. And that's pretty crazy if you ask me. The second thing that's kind of a big deal, that's probably not going anywhere directly, is, you know, because he actually tweeted out earlier when GDC started saying, after that GDC thing, lots of meetings, plans to discuss cool new stuff for Minecraft console, which really just tells us, oh, they're discussing stuff. Maybe it's to do with this other, you know, crossplay announcement I'm going to get into, or maybe it's to do with some other features, but still, it means there is exciting stuff coming to the future, which is always a good positive thing, because I know a lot of people do fear that, like, every update is the last. This is definitely that being proven wrong. So yeah, good stuff in the future of Minecraft console, but let's talk about the bigger news story here, which is the Xbox cross-playing with the PlayStation, because, again, if you don't know, it's not as directly simple as, oh yeah, Microsoft just opened the floodgates, and now you can play with PlayStation players on any game, because first of all, it is limited to certain games right now. You have to kind of request the features from Microsoft, and second of all, it's not actually going to work until Sony does the same, because obviously, although Xbox are now opening it up, so if you want to play with PlayStation players, you can. PlayStation have to do the same, because otherwise, you know, if they can't play with Xbox players can't play with them. Hopefully that does make sense, which means that it's kind of not too big a deal right now. But with that said, one game has done it to play with PC now, and that is Rocket League. And Rocket League's kind of a big deal. It's also out on PlayStation, where I also think you can play with PC, and I can only imagine they might have at least some form of cross-connectivity later on, which is, of course, quite a positive thing. So yeah, the reason this is a big deal is because, of course, the consoles, they have all the weird specific server stuff. It's not as simple as, like, if you have two different types of PC, or even, like, a PC and a Mac, you know, they can play really easily. There's no real restrictions there. But when you have different consoles, there's a lot of weird different things you have to go through, and it looks like, you know, Microsoft's at least made the first step. We do need to wait till we see a second big announcement before this means anything. Because someone saying, I'm willing to shake your hand, doesn't mean too much until they say, I'm going to shake your hand back. And that's a terrible analogy, but it's the one we're going to stick with right here, because that's basically what we need to see. We need to see the other half of this handshake, because half a handshake isn't a handshake. It's like half a clap. Like, what are you going to do with that? And that is why that's kind of big there. However, the story does actually go a little bit deeper than that. And the reason you don't know about this is because it relates to a game called The Golf Club. And I doubt too many of you are big enough golf enthusiasts to buy a game called The Golf Club, where you make your own golf courses and stuff. But if you are, and that's a really rare thing, then you might know the fact that it's actually out on PC as well as the PS4 and the Xbox One. And this is one of the first examples of cross-platform functionality, because although you can't play with each other on other platforms, when you create content like the golf courses for this stuff, all three platforms share that same stuff, which is kind of an exciting thing. And again, you see that same stuff when it comes to the Fallout 4 mods going to be available on the Xbox One, and then later on the PS4. It kind of means that the same stuff can be available on all three platforms, and that is at least the first step towards working together. So what do I think about the PlayStation and them actually joining on? I don't think it's too likely they'll give a full blanket thing, but I think on certain games, the you know, Microsoft and Sony might work together, or maybe if we're really lucky, we might see a film. Because the game where most of you saw this being a reality, and the thing that immediately came to my mind when I heard about this, is so, okay, what about Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation? They've dropped a billion hints about how they want them to be able to crossplay, and I've never really understood how. This could be this could be this first start of what's going to be that process, this, because they have always hinted that they do want the Xbox and the PlayStation teams to crossplay. You know, the guy who's lead producer on the PlayStation side of things, he talks with the Xbox guy a lot, and they had a big thing about how they're friends and stuff now because they're both owned by Mojang. And it just makes me think that because they announced that all that time ago, they had some amount of foresight, and maybe they've spent a lot of the time behind the scenes working on the kind of code to make this whole thing happen. Because I think, although I'd imagine you'd want something like Realms to make this happen, I really do think that console crossplay is one of the big goals for Minecraft console, because of the fact that, you know, it's kind of it's a big user base. It's bigger than the PC. It's just fractured across 6 or 7 platforms right now, which is just a few too many if you ask me. So yeah, that's really, really positive stuff coming to the future of Minecraft console. Crossplay in general coming to more games in the future. I don't think you'll see your big budget games using it for quite some time, but hopefully by, you know, the next few years, we will see this being just the standard. Like, yeah, of course I can play with my PC friends or my PS4 friends on my Xbox One or vice versa, and that's the world I'd like to live in when it comes to gaming, and especially with Minecraft console. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you are new around here. I make videos just like this one every single day on my channel, and, well, I guess not like this exact one, but I make news and other, you know, cool videos that you might enjoy about Minecraft every single day, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.